Hi, third grade, and happy Tuesday. We're going to be continuing doing the same type of problem from yesterday. So another one-step word problem. But today, this word problem is going to be a different operation, okay? So let's start off by reading our word problem without the numbers. Easton shared his gummy bears with his cousins. How many gummy bears did Easton and his cousins each have? Okay, let me read it one more time without the numbers, all right? Easton shared his gummy bears with his cousins. How many gummy bears did Easton and his cousins each have? Okay, so the first step, remember, we've read our problem without our numbers. Now we're going to we're going to use the question, how many gummy bears did Easton and his cousins each have, to write a sentence. All right? Easton and his cousins each had a blank number of gummy bears. Okay, so I've taken my question and I've made it into a sentence. All right, now I'm going to go back and read the whole sentence, and I'm going to include numbers, but I'm going to stop and pause after each sentence. Easton shared his 16 gummy bears with his 3 cousins. So he's sharing a total of 16 gummy bears. Okay, I have a total of 16 gummy bears. How many gummy bears did Easton and his cousins each have? Did Easton and his cousins? Well, he has 3 cousins, and there's 1 Easton, so that's 4 people, okay? Easton and his cousins. So Easton is 1 person, his cousins are 3 people. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So you're going to be taking the total of 16 gummy bears and sharing it between 4 people, okay? So let's make our strip diagram, okay? Let's make our strip diagram. And remember, our strip diagram goes under the understand. Okay. I have a total of 16 gummy bears. And they're going to get divided between 4 people. So this is Easton. This is his cousin 1, cousin 2, cousin 3. Okay? I want to know how many gummy bears each person is going to be receiving. Okay, so we're going to plan. So I have 16 gummy bears divided by 4 people equals a number of gummy bears per person. 16 gummy bears divided by 4 people equals a number of gummy bears per person. So this right here in my strip diagram where I am putting the question mark, that is what you were trying to figure out. You're trying to figure out the number that goes here, the number that goes here, the number that goes here, the number that goes here. This number is going to be the same all the way across, okay? Is going to be the same all the way across. Now, we're going to estimate this problem, okay? I'm going to estimate this problem. And I'm going to estimate this problem And I'm actually, yesterday I did under the solve, and I'm sorry, I should have done it under my plan, okay? I should have estimated under my plan. So 16 gummy bears divided by 4 people equals a blank number of gummy bears. 16 is close to 15 gummy bears divided by, and I'm going to say 4 is close to 5. And I know that 15 divided by 5 is 3 gummy bears. And I know that 15 divided by 5 is 3 because I know that 5 times 3 equals 15, or 3 times 5 equals 15, okay? So when you're doing your division, if you know, now I'm not looking at this anymore. I'm going to be looking at what we're actually dividing. This is our estimation. Okay, this is our estimate right here. This is not my answer. My answer should be close to 3. My answer is not 3, but my answer should be close to 3. So when I get my answer, if it's really far from 3, then I know that I did something wrong, okay? Maybe I did the wrong operation, but we're dividing here. 16 divided by 4 equals a blank number of gummy bears per person. If I know that 4 times something equals 16, remember, those are your fact families. And we talked about fact families last week. Okay, so if you know your fact families, then perfect. Okay, but if we don't know our fact families, we need to be working on them, and we need to be practicing our multiplication and division facts on reflex math, because this is going to make this go a lot faster. All right, so I'm going to solve. Now I'm solving 16 divided by 4 equals blank. I'm going to do equal groups here. And I'm making 4 groups because this would be Easton and his cousin 1, cousin 2, cousin 3, okay? And I can even write a little E, cousin 1, cousin 2, cousin 3, all right? And I'm going to give each person 1 gummy bear until I get to 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I've got to 16, so how many gummy bears does each person have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to make sure that every person has the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each person has 4 gummy bears, okay? So before I give so Easton and his cousins each had 4 gummy bears. There's your answer. All right, I'm going to check my work, okay? I'm going to check my work. What operation can we use to check our work? Can I use division again? Do I have to use multiplication, which is the opposite of division? I can use division again, or I can use multiplication, whichever one you want to. Your checking does not always have to be the opposite operation, but it helps sometimes if it's the opposite operation, but it doesn't have to be. If you want to do the same operation again, that is perfectly fine, all right? I'm going to do the same operation, okay? So I'm going to do 16 divided by 4 equals something, but I'm going to do repeated subtraction, okay? So 16 minus 4 is 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8, and I'm bringing this up here. 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. How many times did I subtract 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4. Those check out. Those are you get the same answer when you check it. When you do your first, or when you check it, you get the same answer as you do when you solved it, okay? So 16 divided by 4 equals 4. Easton shared his 16 gummy bears with his 3 cousins. That is a total of 4 people. So he took his 16 gummy bears and he gave one at a time, and each person ended up with 4 gummy bears, okay? So this is a division problem. You're going to be practicing using a division problem to do all of these steps today. Understand, plan, solve, and check, all right? Again, you need to create your UPS check here. And we need to see all of these steps with labels. It's really important that we see labels because labels help us understand and see that you are understanding and comprehending what the question is asking you to do, okay? All right, remember, if you need any help, it's your responsibility to hop on office hours. Have fun today.